CBN News. Bring you the best of all your news. And for today on February 15, 2023, we bring to you the excites for this day. Some information regards in Barangay Camansihan from our CBN News reporter, Lorena.
Good morning, our CBN News anchor, Lyndie. We have 62 barangays in the city of Calapan, and Barangay Camansihan is one of the barangay in the city. The official name of the said barangay is Camansihan with 637.91 land area. The Barangay Camansihan composed of 1,777 population with 370 number of households. The most important that each citizen must know is its historical background. According to old folks in the area, the name of the Tagalog term Camansi, a kind of vegetable abundantly growing in the area. The Camansi or term in Tagalog was Kamustan, which was copiously gathered in the locality. The inhabitants who came from neighboring provinces wanted to escape from the despotic rule of the Japanese during the Second World War. These were the families of Juancho Quinones, Julian Quinones, Brother Cipriano and Damaso Legazpi, Adriano Saballo, Justo Martinez, and Catalino de la Cruz. Later on, the families of Adriano Dris, Modesta Dris, Alejandro Dris, and Evangelista from Batangas settled in the place. During those times, the place was just a sitio of Silunay in 1930. When Sitio Batino became a barrio, Camansihan was one of its sitios. In 1933, Camansihan was separated from Barangay. The land area of the barangay is 6,379 square kilometers. The 7 sitios of the barangay are B3, Anilao, Tahik, Balanga, Ilaya, Mangindat, and Centro. That's the highlighted information for today. Back to you, our CBN News anchor.
Thank you, our CBN News reporter, Lorena. Now, let us hear the continuation of the important information about Barangay Camansihan from our CBN News reporter, Franco.
Good morning, our news anchor Lyndie. As a resident in Calapan, we must know briefly the information about Barangay Camansihan, which is one of the barangay in our city. Sources of income in Barangay Camansihan. The predominant sources of income for residents of the barangay are farming, planting palay, coconut and fruit trees. At present, about 1,000 hectares are used mainly for agricultural purposes. Others, residents derive their income from poultry raising and hog raising. Driving tricycle and jeepneys is also an occupation for other residents. There are few who are engaged in tailoring. Barangay officials of Barangay Camansihan. 1933-1940, Teniente del Barrio, Roman Cavio. 1940-1944, Teniente del Barrio, Benito Dris. 1944-1956, Teniente del Barrio, Panrido Evangelista. 1956-1960, Teniente del Barrio, Pantaleon Cay. 1960-1964, Teniente del Barrio, Mauro Dueñas. 1964-1968, Teniente del Barrio, Jose Moela. 1968-1972, Barrio Captain, Rodolfo Dris. 1972-1982, Barangay Captain, Manuel Aniyahan. 1972-1982, Barangay Councilor, we have Vivancio Cupo and Albino Manalo. 1982-1989, Barangay Captain, Rohel de Dueñas, which was signed by 1986. 1982-1989, Barangay Secretary, Crispin Francisco. 1982-1989, Barangay Treasurer, Beato Ramirez. 1982-1989, Barangay Councilors. We have Pedro Dinglasan, OIC. 1986-1989, Felipe Manalo, Filimon Baro, Cipriano Bacabuhal, Jacinto de los Reyes, and Venancio Cupo. 1989-1994, Barangay Captain, Pedro Dinglasan. 1989-1994, Barangay Secretary, Roberto Ramirez. 1994 Barangay Treasurer Beato Ramirez, and 1989-1994 Barangay Councilors are Victorino Bersoto, Felipe Manalo, Bienvenido Viana, Venancio Cupo, Cipriano Cabuhal, and Antonio Caringal. 1994-1997 Barangay Captain Victorino Bersoto, Barangay Secretary Diomedes Ciscar, Barangay Treasurer Roberto Castillo, Barangay Councilors are Alvin Bersoto, Ernesto Aguilar, Bienvenido Viana, Jimmy Soriano, Felipe Manalo, Venancio Cupo, and Teofila Garvey. 1997 to 2002 Barangay Captain Pedro Dinglasan, Barangay Secretary Leone Viana, Barangay Treasurer Ronald Cabuhal, Barangay Councilors Carlinos Espina, Tiborcio Bacay, Venancio Cupo, Gregorio Soriano, Jimmy Soriano, Bartolome Ramirez, and Basilio Hernandez. 28% Barangay Officials of Barangay Camansihan. We have Punong Barangay, Jimmy Bacay, Sangguniang Barangay Members, Bonquinora Malaluan, Ola Agapito Atienza, Renato Marquez Atienza, Ramirez Jai Ascan, Baro Aniceto de Torres, Isilio Renato de los Reyes, and Salungay Marilyn Aguilar. And the Barangay Secretary, Patriarca Renalyn Marquez. These are the Sangguniang Kabataan officials in Barangay Camansihan.
Thank you, our CBN News reporter, Franco. Our CBN News reporters detailed some information about Barangay Camansihan. In continuation, they have various achievements of the officials in Barangay Camansihan. Roman Capio in 1933 to 1940 was regarded as the founder of the barangay. He was also the one who established the elementary school for grades 1 and 2. Beritos Dris in 1940 to 1944, administration was not active during his term, primarily due to war. Candido Evangelista in 1944 to 1956 initiated the construction of barangay roads and the renovate of the elementary school. Battalion K in 1956 to 1960 continued the projects launched by Mr. Evangelista. Mauro Dueñas in 1960 to 1964 was able to accomplish the following projects: construction of a barangay road from Managpi to Camansihan, establishment of a barangay chapel, and establishment of a school building with 2 rooms. Sosimo Ella in 1964 to 1968 was noted for the processing of papers to take the above-mentioned road as property of the barangay. Rodolfo Dris in 1968 to 1972 continued the maintenance of the barangay road through regularly. Renovation of the elementary school was done under his administration. Manuel Anyayahan in 1972 to 1982 accomplished the following: renovation of the elementary school, construction of light material barangay hall, and renovation of the barangay elementary school. Rogelio Dueñas in 1982 to 1986, together with his officer in charge, Pedro Dinglasan, in 1986 to 1989, was able to materialize the following projects: installation of jetmatic pumps, construction of waiting sheds, construction of multipurpose pavement, and renovation of the barangay elementary school. Victorino Borsoto in 1994 to 1997 accomplished the following: initiated the construction of a rice solar's dryer in Sitio Centro, construction of a daycare center at the compound of the elementary school, establishment of a waiting shed in Anilao, acquisition of a steel cabinet, karaoke, and thermos for the barangay hall, acquisition of 2 units of Motorola portable 2-way radios, and construction of 1 cemented water tank located within the school compound.
Pedro Dinglasan in 1989 to 1994, 1997 to 2002, accomplished a lot of the development of the barangay among these. Establishment of the barangay hall, construction of footbridges in Sitio Anilao and Sitio Centro, construction of pathways of Sitio Tahi, installation of 10 artesian wells in all sitios, construction of waiting sheds in Sitios B3, Balanga, Anilao, Centro, Tahi, Ilaya, and Mangindap, construction of barangay RAPS roads in Sitios Ilaya, Mangindap, and Anilao, putting up barangay marker at the boundary of Barangay Batino and Barangay Camansihan. Padre Dinglasan also accomplished the following.
In our daily lives, of course, it is normal for us to encounter a variety of hindrances and challenges in each places or barangay. Just like other Barangay Camansihan also encounter various problems such as unemployment of women, early marriage, lack of potable drinking water, lack of toilets among households, and need for children of school age pursue education. That's all the brief information about the Barangay Camansihan.
Up next, Barangay Calero.
Good morning, Calapeño. We have two players for our Calapeño Henyo. Please welcome Miss Angelica Panganib and Miss Julia Barreta. We will give you 2 minutes for your preparation. Reminder, if our player win this game, they will receive 3,000 pesos.
No, place. Yes. In the Philippines. Yes. Mindanao. No. Visayas. No. Luzon. Yes. For A. No. For B. Yes. Mindoro. Yes. Calapan. Yes. Barangay. Yes. Lazareto. No. Baliti Mahalapangalan. No. Derived from the Spanish word Calingri. No. With 1,777 total of. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Common.
To our players, they will receive a 3,000 pesos.
Pabiling gatas ang anak ko! Congrats to us, Julia! You're so brilliant! What's your secret? Oh, I take this chocolate. It helped me to become energetic and mindful. Cloud9 for only 10 pesos.
Enjoy that Cloud9 moment.
Welcome back to our CVN News. Lately, CVN reporters and I reported the Barangay Camansihan in Calapan City, Oriental, Mindoro. Now, let us hear some news regards in Barangay Calero from our CVN News reporter, Lorena.
Morning again, our CVN News anchor Lyndie. We have 62 barangays in Calapan City, and Barangay Calero is one of the barangay in the city. The official name of the said barangay is Calero, with 2.69 hectares land area. The Barangay Calero composed of 3,279 population with 686 number of household. Based on oral history, the name of the barangay was derived from a Spanish term Calero, which means main street. It was in 1944 when the place became an independent barangay. Arturo Villao Sr. was elected as Teniente del Barrio during his time. Voting was made through hand raising. After the officials were chosen, the council was organized. However, no member of such council could be remembered. The total area of the barangay is 0.77 square kilometers. It is composed of 4 sitios, namely Sitio 1, Sitio 2, Lupang Itim, and Bonbon. When boundary dispute arose between Barangay Calero and Barangay Salong, Sitio Bonbon was successfully taken by Barangay Salong from Barangay Calero in 1997. That's the highlighted information for today. Back to you, our CVN News anchor, Lyndie.
Thank you, our CVN News reporter, Lorena. Now, let us hear the continuation of the important information about the Barangay Calero from our CVN News reporter, Franco.
Good morning again, our CBN News anchor, Lyndie. As non-residents in Calapan, we must know briefly the information about Barangay Calero, which is one of the barangay in our city. Concerning the Barangay Calero's livelihood, most residents are engaged in fishing, The reason for such is that 20% of the inhabitants are living along the seacoast. Some residents are engaged in a small-scale grocery store and a small factory for ice cream sticks, which are all located in Quezon Street. There are more or less 30 stores found in the said barangay. 30% of the residents in Sitio Bonbon and Lupang Itim are laborers. 1% are overseas contract workers or OCWs in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Saudi Arabia. Approximately 20% of the residents are drivers of tricycles, multicab, and six-wheeler trucks. Some also have an apartments for rent at Quezon and Somaco streets. Only 1% depend on pensions. Barangay Calero, Barangay Officials. 1944-1954, Teniente del Barrio, Arturo Bilao, Sr. 1954-1968, Barangay Captain, Ezequiel Kalingal. Barangay Secretary, Rogelio Diata. Barangay Treasurer, Lourdes Escondo. Barangay Councilor, Saturnino Guiones. Benjamin Clanza, Sergio Alfante, Maximo Perez, Basilio Galupo, and Romeo Escondo. We have 1968-1972, 1972-1982, 1982-1989. The Barrio Captain, Salvador Loarca. Councilors, we have Reni Maramot, Mirna Ariol, Rosalina Ignacio, Marilyn Claro, Melania Escares, and Manuel Valencia. 1989-1994, Barangay Captain, Lily Katipon, Barangay Secretary, Enrique Avellino, Barangay Treasurer, Teresita Maramot, Barangay Councilor, Alejandro Luna. This is also the list of barangay officials in Calero. These are the sangguniang kabataan officials in Barangay Calero.
Thank you, our news reporter Franco. Our civil news reporters detailed some information about Barangay Calero. In continuation, they have the various achievements of the officials in Barangay Calero.
Arturo Bilao, Sr., in 1944 to 1954, was regarded as the first Teniente del Barrio in the area. Construction of a seawall and renovation of Hilltop Elementary School were commended to him. Ezequiel Karingal in 1954 to 1968 was noted for the construction of the Barangay Hall. Salvador Loarca in 1968 to 1972, 1972 to 1982, 1982 to 1989 was able to maintain peace and order in the locality and continued the projects initiated by Mr. Bilao. It was during his term when Sitio Bonbon was taken by Barangay Silunay away from Barangay Calero.
And also, these are the some officials' achievements of the Barangay Calero.
Barangay is proud to have government and non-government officers in their vicinity. Those government officers are ABC Hall, Police Station, Fire Station, BJMP, the non-government officers fund. In the barangay jurisdiction are the Tamara Lodge and Masonic Temple. The Barangay Calero experienced various problems. One of the problems faced by the barangay is drug addiction among the youths and other residents who are most likely immigrants in the barangay. Those people just use the place as a hangout for their vices. All cities have health problems. Another problem is unemployment, since 50% of the population is unemployed. There are problems in environmental sanitation along the coastal area. The barangay youths lack sports activities which entail vices such as gambling and abuse of drugs. The barangay also has insufficient funds of the construction of a barangay hall and barangay daycare center. And that's all the update for this day. Your daily news, CBN.
News with no bias.
News with no exemptions.
Including nothing but the truth.
I am Franco.
I'm Lorena.
I am Lyndie Bolor, and this is CBN News.